everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Riti Kumari and I am back with another lecture of the DBMS series. So in this particular lecture, we would be knowing about all the steps which is involved in formulating or designing an ER diagram. So without any further delay, let's get started. So steps to draw an ER model. Till now we have learned all the things about ER model, like what are entities, types of entities, strong, weak, then types of attributes, complex, composite, multi-valued, then coming to the relationships based on cardinality or degree, that is ternary, binary and much more, based on mapping constraints, that is one to one, one to many, many to one and many to many, then about total participation and partial participation, then extended ER features, all of things we have known. So we would be knowing about how we can draw an ER model. So the very first step is recognizing the entities. Now consider you have given a problem statement that you have to draw an ER model for Myntra app. So you have to identify all the entities which are there. So the very first step is recognizing all the entities, such as if you are drawing an ER model for library. So there would be some library department, there would be some book type, there would be an entity of book, there would be an entity of details, there would be an entity of all the details of when you are publishing the book, when you are returning the book, and much more things. So there would be some entities, so you need to identify all the entities. Now the second thing is that when you have identified all the entities, now you need to know all the characteristics or all the attributes of that particular entity. Consider again taking that library example, there is a book. So book may have book ID, book author, book issue date, book submission date and much more things. So we need to specify the characteristics or identify the attributes. Now the third step is discover connections and relationship, also constraints like mapping and participation. Now we need to discover the relationship that library has books. So there is a has relationship that library has books. Now there are some mapping constraint that what it would be the relation one to one, one to many to many or many to one. What would be the participation constraint? Either is it a total participation or is it a partial participation? Now in the fourth, we are defining the connection types, that how entities are connected or cardinality. Again, based on degree or the mapping constraints, we identify that if it's a one-on-one relationship, one to many to one, many to many, total participation and partial participation. Now in the fifth way, what we do is now we construct an ER model. Now we are ready to construct an ER model. We got the entities, we got the characteristics, that is attributes, we got the relationship among entities. Also we got that what kind of relationship they have, what kind of participation they have, what kind of mapping they have. Like we got all the details. Now we can go ahead and design the ER model for the same. So construct an ERD, that is entity relationship diagram. Now the sixth step is annotate relationships and attributes. So there may be a possibility that there is a derived attribute which would be represented like this. There may be a possibility that there is an attribute which is a primary key which would be represented by this. There may be a multi-valued attribute, there may be a composite attribute. So we have to annotate the relationships and attributes. The seventh step is review and refine the model. So again you can use that extended ER features whenever you are seeing that the complexity is increasing. You can use that extended ER features, that is specialization, aggregation and generalization. Now document the model. So you can also go ahead and document the model, that what all things you have done. Like you can document that library has a relationship with books, books has a relationship with the details, or books has a relationship with students who are taking the books, like these. So you can document all the relationships which books have, which library has, which student has, in a proper documented format. Now you can validate that document with the stakeholders, that is my understanding correct, that there is a one-to-one relationship, the entity is having three attributes among which one is the composite attribute, and the relationship is one-to-one or one-to-many, like this. And the 10th step is implement the database schema. So now you can go ahead and implement the database schema, or you can go ahead and formulate the relational model or formulate the tabulated model for the same. So in this way, these are the steps in which you can draw an entity model. Now in the next particular video, we would be drawing an entity model from the very scratch, and we would be taking the example of Instagram. We would be recognizing all the entities, all the attributes of the entities, then all the relationship among the entities, types of attributes, then types of relationships among the entities, then what could be the extended ER features which we could implement there, and much more things. So this was all about this video. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, please go ahead and watch out the tech content first, and then you can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you're someone who is very new to DBMS, can surely use this series or refer this series, because this is very basic and beginner friendly series. So till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.